Okay, I'm reading the reflection, page 146 of Living Life, published by Durano, and it is October 29th, 2019. I'm just reading it. It's on page 146. Dedicating persons. It's about Leviticus chapter 21, verses from 1 through 8. Israelites who have made a special vow to dedicate themselves or another person to the Lord are permitted to pay a large sum of money to the priest instead. God allows its substitution because only Levites were acceptable for service at the tabernacle. The person being pledged may be a servant, a child, or an adult, and the values set vary according to age and gender. If the person making the vow is poor, the priest may set the value to be paid taking into account the individual's economic status. Vows to dedicate oneself or another person to God were often made rashly, without much thought given to whether the individual could actually fulfill the vow. Jesus fulfills and dispenses of this law by being the only one who gave himself to the Lord in our place. What kind of vows have you made to the Lord? In what practical ways can you offer yourself daily to the Lord? The second part is about Leviticus chapter 27, verses 9 through 13. Giving material possessions. Animals dedicated to the Lord are to be treated as holy, for they belong to God. Substituting animals is not permitted, for both animals would become holy and must be forfeited. If an animal is suspected to be unclean and therefore unacceptable to God, it must be shown to the priest, who will set a monetary price to be paid by the worshipper. If the individual wishes to redeem an animal he has dedicated, he must pay an extra 20% of the animal's value. The things we choose to give to God must be holy and acceptable, and once given, they belong to Him completely. What are some examples of material possessions that you have given to God? How did you ensure it was an acceptable and holy offering? Prayer. Lord, give me a generous spirit that freely gives to your servants and your purposes. Help me daily dedicate my life to you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.